Hello, Mega Dimensions here, back for another Tuskihime video. We're in the second part of Aiga's route, and gosh, that was like really long. So that means the three other routes rather be really long as well. So that's interesting at the very least. So now we're going to repeat that again, except for Ming Nero, I think if I remember correctly. I walk along a different path than the one I usually take. Passing through unfamiliar streets, I slowly approach the Tono mansion. The surroundings are not completely unfamiliar. After all, I lived here until I was 9 years old, 8 years ago. This is not the first time I have taken this path back to the mansion. I don't know, I would have forgotten already. I have really bad memory. My feelings are a little complex. The path home is nostalgic yet fresh. Up to now, I had not looked forward to returning to the Tono household. No, it doesn't seem so bad. Okay, let's remove the mouse. The house I lived until I was 9 years old. Right now, my sister Aika is in that utterly un-Japanese Western style mansion. And I don't know why he says utterly in Japanese. That's like kind of interesting. I just picked that up right now, meaning that he does not like Western architecture. Then I don't know. That's why I got it. I like Japanese architecture, but I like Western ones far more better, like Victorian era. Just my opinion at least. Modern architecture is just boring and bland. Tono Makasa, my old man who hated me, and the master of the Tono household died a few days ago. Though he's not your father, you're adopted, but I think we'll find out in these routes because you're more closer to the family. My mother died from illness after Aika was born, so the Tonos had dwindled down to me and my sister. And that Shiki. Being the eldest son, you think I'll stand to become the Ton heir, but I had no such privilege. Become the Ton heir means being bound by a strict upbringing. I had lost count of the number of times my father had scolded me over my dislike of not being able to live freely. That was when I got involved in that instant accident, and my body became weakened. My father saw it as a good opportunity to get rid of me. His reason was something along the lines of someone who will die at any moment cannot become the heir, even if he is the eldest son. That's probably the only voice I'll do of Mikasa. I think so. I think so. I don't know, or I'll probably forget. No, his voice is not that hard if I have to use it again. Sadly for my father, I betrayed his expectations by making a recovery, but my sister Aika was already deemed to be the heir of the Tonon household. And so I've heard that Aika, who was already being raised harshly in order to become a proper daughter of the Tonon household, received an even harsher upbringing since then. That was a long time ago. I played together with Aika in the mansion, back then, before the accident. After that, I never saw her again. The life in the mansion I had spent 8 years ago. Those 8 years were long, and my memories of that time largely faded. But in spite of that, there's one thing that even now continues to be strong within my heart, and that is about my little sister Aika. This is probably the final time I'll ever click that first option. Apparently, Aika tried to visit me a few times when I was entrusted to the Arimas. Unfortunately, we were never able to meet because I had to go to the hospital every day. We completely lost contact after Aika went to the boarding school. Unlike Aika, I'm isolated from the main family. That's why I can live freely like this. My high school is just an average high school, and our chance of contact was pretty much zero. My old man died, and I received a word telling me to come back. To be blunt, I had no intention whatsoever of returning to the Tono house, but Aika is at that house. When we were children, Aka was an obedient child, always looking frightened, as if she were constantly enduring something. She would always follow close behind her footsteps, pattering behind me. She was frail, and her long black hair and fancy Western clothes made her resemble a French doll. I'm worried about her living all alone in the big mansion with the old man gone. But more than anything, I feel guilty after pushing all the family responsibilities on her and selfishly living a free life by myself. I still don't understand why he feels guilty about that. Just things just kind of happened, and that's kind of it. Perhaps my acceptance to return to the mansion is like my apology to Aika. The total mansion is unnecessarily big. Surrounded by iron railings, you can say the entire lot is abnormally expensive, being so large that the whole elementary school could fit inside. The garden surrounded by trees is more like a forest. The mansion is at the heart of that forest, and there are a few other buildings separated from it. I didn't think anything of it when I was a child, but now that I have lived in an ordinary household for 8 years, the expensive size almost feel criminal. The gates are unlocked. I push them and head towards the mansion doors. They tower oppressively, bearing down on any visitors. None of that look like this. It's like a freaking photo. It's like it's like a freaking photo. I think the new ones that came out that they kind of released show us the new ones for the remake is like way much better. Though all we have is like the moonside routes. There's 2 routes. The near side routes come later, if I remember correctly. Besides the iron double doors, is an unmatching doorbell. Alright. Shaking off my nervousness, I press it. There isn't any affectionate ding-dong chime from the doorbell. The oppressive silence continues for a few seconds. Then the sound of pattering footsteps behind the door indicates someone's presence.
We've been waiting for you. We have been waiting for you.
The door opens with a creak. Inside the lobby, I remember a young girl in an apron.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. You were so late I was beginning to worry that you had gone lost. I was thinking about going out to meet you if you hadn't arrived by sunset.
The girl in the I keep forgetting how to pronounce these words. Acornistic apron smiles warmly. No, that's I'm still taken back by her outdated class of dress that I can't even form a proper sentence. Is it really outdated? No, really, it was like not really that outdated even in that era. It was like you only wear like special events, but still, not that uncommon. Perhaps attributing my hesitance to this, the girl tilts her head a little.
You are Shiki-sama, aren't you?
Yeah, but you don't have to call me Sama.
You are, right? Oh, please don't scare me like that. I was beginning to think I had made another mistake back there.
The girl's mannerisms are like those of a mother scolding her child. But in spite of that, there's a smile on her face and it doesn't break the warm feeling about her. She wears an apron over a kimono. She comes out to greet guests and address someone like me with Sama. That must mean that she's... are you one of the maids here by any chance? The girl answers my question with nothing but a smile.
Come, you must be tired. Please, do come in. Aka-sama is waiting for you in the sitting room.
The sitting room is like probably right over there. I always assume it's over there. I don't know. Okay, sitting room. The girl quickly crosses the lobby and heads towards the sitting room. turning back as if she just remembered something, and she makes a bow, full of smile on her face.
Welcome home, Shiki-sama.
Her greeting is accompanied by her flower-like smile. I can't think of any reply, so I follow her hesitantly. Guided by the girl, I head to the sitting room. As if I'm seeing it for the first time, I don't know if I've forgotten about it in the last 8 years or they have refurbished it since then. Either way, it feels like someone else's house now, and it's unsettling. As I'm looking around the sitting room, the maid in the apron lowers her head in a quick bow.
I brought Shiki-sama with me. Well done. You may return to the kitchen, Kohaku. Thank you.
It seems the maid's name is Kohaku. Kohaku-san gives a small bow, as if to say farewell, and leaves the sitting room. That leaves me, the two girls I don't recognize.
It has been a long time, Nee-san.
Says the girl with long black hair and sharp eyes. All my thought process stops at once. My mind goes blank, and I can't think of any words to greeting. All I can do is nod with a yeah. I don't think it can be helped. This Aika that I not seen in 8 years, not the Aika I remember. I don't know, I think her voice,
Nee-san.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird that her voice sounds a bit different to me. It sounds similar, I don't know. Maybe it's just my imagination. I don't know. She completely transformed into a proper young lady of the noble family.
Nee-san.
The black-haired girl tilts her head slightly. Pathetically, all I can say is dumb sound things. My mind is turning into somersaults as if I try to recognize the girl before me as Aika. But it seems like Aika already recognized me as her brother.
You do not look well. We'd like to rest before we talk.
Aika throws a sharp glance in my direction. Is it just my imagination that she looks like she's in a bad mood? Well, not the first time, right? We replayed 2 routes already, and you know. No, I'm alright. I was just surprised at how much you changed, Aika.
People do change over the course of 8 years, Nee-san. We are at an age of change, or did you think we will remain as we were forever?
What is this? Is it as I can feel thorns in Aika's words? No, you've definitely changed, Aika. You become more beautiful than ever. This isn't flattery. It's how I really feel.
And?
Indeed.
But you, on the other hand, have not changed at all.
Aika answers coldly, her eyes closed. Well, I came prepared for something like this. It is as if I thought. It seems Aika does not think well of me.
If you're feeling well, let's finish our conversation. You have yet to hear the details about why you were called back here, Nee-san.
I've heard nothing more than a son come back to the mansion. Though I found out the old man passed away on the papers. If the head of a major company died, it definitely makes it on the financial papers.
Word of Tono Mikasa's death reached his son. Toshiki filed newspaper after the funeral. Even though his relatives
Told him, I think this is Shiki talking, his deceased son could pick up the news of his father's death merely by buying a 100 yen newspaper. It might be cynical of me to say so, but the world has certainly become a convenient place.
I'm sorry. It was my fault that you did not get the news about father.
Aika quietly lowers her head. It's alright. Either way, it's not like he'll come back from the dead if I went. It's not something you should be worried about.
I'm sorry. It's somewhat comforting to hear you say that.
Aiga face is serious, but this is not the sort of topic I care much about. A funeral is a ceremony for those who cannot let go their feelings for the deceased to achieve such detachment. For someone like me who cut off such feelings a long time ago, there is no need. Heartless? Much?
Calling you back here was my idea. It'll be odd for the eldest son of the Tonals to be entrusted to the Arimas forever. Now that father has passed away, the only Tonals by blood are you and I, Nisan.
Nisan, yeah.
I don't know what father was thinking when he entrusted you to an Arimas, but he's no longer with us. So there's no longer any need for you to live with them. This is why I had you come back here.
That's well good. I'm quite surprised you were able to get our relatives to agree to this. Wasn't it they who came up with the idea of leaving me with the Arimas in the first place?
That may be so, but now I am the head of the Tono family. I declined every one of their proposals from our relatives. I would like you to continue living here, Nei-san, but this is a place with rules. You avoid living the over-casual lifestyle you've been leading up to now.
I'm afraid that isn't going to happen, Aika. There's no way I can go back being well-mannered gentleman now. Not that I want to.
I will not ask you any more of you, but do try, or are you saying you're unable to do what I already have?
Aika shoots me with a cold look. It feels like she's hitting me with her grudge against me for leaving her here for the last 8 years. Alright, I get it. I'll try my best. Aika just stares at me as if she doesn't quite believe me.
You don't need to try, as long as you get the results.
Her pose is dignified. Her words are merciless. Let's
get back on topic. Right now, you and I are the only ones living here. I do not care for having too many people around, so I'll clear everyone out.
Hold on a second, Aika. You cleared everyone out? You wouldn't want to run one of our relatives in the man. Okay, that's her.
You wouldn't want to run one of our relatives in the mansion, would you, Nii-san? I put off most of the servants, but there are enough for you and I, so there are no problems.
Wait, no problems? You're going to get attacked at our family meeting if you do something like that.
Oh, please be quiet. Rather than have the marriage overflowing with people, wouldn't you feel more relaxed just the two of us here?
Well, it's true that I feel relaxed, but you've only become just a head of the family, Aika. And it froze. If you go abusing your powers, or abusing your powers like some kind of dictator, our relatives are not going to keep quiet. Even the old man didn't go against their opinions.
Indeed. That's why father entrusted you to the Arimas. I, on the other hand, have despised them ever since I was a child. I am not going to put up with their whining any longer.
Not going to put up with it. Look, I got...
Enough. Just listen. You don't have to worry about me. Please just worry about your own life from now on, Nei-san. I can see it's going to be difficult for you in many ways.
I say slowly, looking away a little.
Now then, if there's anything you don't understand, ask her, Hisui.
She looks at the girl standing by her side. The girl called Hisui bows expressionlessly.
This is Hisui. She'll be your personal maid from now on. Is that acceptable with you?
Hold on, a personal maid? You mean...
In other words, she's your servant.
Aika declares as if were obvious. I can't believe it. Filling with the western style of the house, the girl and the maid Alpha stands there, as if it was natural to do so. Hold on, I'm not a kid, you know. I don't need a servant. I can take care of myself.
Would that include the cooking and the laundry? And the laundry?
Wow, sick burn, Aika. Very sick burn. I'll accept that immediately. It's like, yeah, of course. Aika is pretty sharp at pointing these things out.
At any rate, now you return to this house, you obey my directions. I don't know how you live at the army house, but you're living at the tonal house now. Please accept everything given to you.
Ugh. I can't say anything. I drift my eyes toward Hisui. That's better. She simply looks back at me expressionlessly, like a doll.
Well then, Hisui, please take Nice.
Yeah, I keep saying Nissan. It's Nissan.
Nason to his room. Yes, my lady.
Hisui approaches me with a shout-like present. Like a present. What is it? Like a present or present? Yeah, like a present.
I'll guide you to your room, Shiki-sama.
Hisui heads towards the lobby. Sighing, I head towards the lobby as well. We enter the lobby. The mismatch is split into the east and west wings, a lobby in the middle. The lobby is like a bird wing. Bird wings are the halls extending diagonally to the east and west. Each wing is about the size of a small hospital. I remember the house is constructed symmetrically, so both east and west wings have the same floor plan.
Your room is this way, Shiki-sama.
Hisui climbs up a flight of stairs. It seems like my room is on the second floor. Come to think of it, servants' rooms should be in the first floor of the west wing, so that's probably where Hisui Kohaku-san's rooms are. Outside, the sun has already set. The girl in the maid uniform walks down the long, dimly lit hallway without a word. It feels like a wonderland. Without thinking, I let my thoughts slip out.
Did you say something, Shiki-sama?
Hisui stops and looks back at me. No, I was just thinking to myself. Don't worry about it. After staring at me, Hisui bows and starts walking again. I guess this is what they call being a loss for words. The room Hisui led me is not one made for a mere high school student to live in. I don't know, it looks pretty nice. Looks pretty average to me, I don't know. That was a photo, so I don't know. I don't know if that's foam or iron railing or wood. The photo, I forget the picture. The new one from the remake looks like. I completely forgotten. This is my room.
Yes. If you're displeased with it, I can arrange a different one for you.
No, there's no way I could be displeased with it. It's just a little, no, really too fancy for me. It doesn't look fancy to me.
Shiki-sama?
It's fine. I'll gladly use this room.
Yes. This room has not been touched since 8 years ago, so I do not believe you will find anything unsatisfactory with it.
There's something a little odd about the way Hisui said that. It's as if she's implying this was once my room. Was it? Interesting. Hey, is this by any chance my old room?
That is what I've been told. Am I mistaken?
Hisui inclines her head to slide slightly. I feel relieved. It seems the girl can express emotion after all. Well, it might be now you mention it. I do remember it faintly, so it might be so. I can't feel any sense of familiarity. Familiarity about this place at all. But I guess that's what it's like after you leave a place for 8 years. I can't get settled here though. I was living in a 6.5 mat-sized room until the morning. It's like I'm staying in some high-class hotel.
I understand how you feel, but please try to get used to it. From today onward, you're the eldest son of the Tone House Shiki-sama.
You're right. I gotta do my best. I at least look like it on the outside. With a thump, I drop my bag on the table and stretch my back. I've been feeling a little stressed out of everything that's happened so far, but I guess I have no choice but to adjust from today onwards.
Shiki-sama, all your luggage has been brought here. Is there anything more you require?
No, not really. Why you ask?
There's very little delivered.
So he's like Shiro. Very little stuff. So Shiro's a bit more. He's more understandable because he's way too obsessive with his ideals. Shiki, I don't know. I don't know what he does. He's like, he has no video games or anything. He's like, so it's not like he can take them because what's the point? No, he has no Game Boy at all. I don't know. Actually, I don't know when Game Boy came out. Or even probably have some comics. Probably.
If there's anything else you need, I can have it prepared, so please do not hesitate to ask.
I see. No, I don't need anything more for now. I didn't have much luggage to begin with. My luggage is just this bag, these glasses, and the textbooks in my bag, and that white ribbon with unidentified owner. Now that's interesting. Unidentified owner. That's all. Anyways, you don't need to worry about the luggage. This is a fancy room, is more than enough for me.
I understand. Well then, I should come to call you in an hour's time.
An hour? For dinner, you mean?
Yes. Please relax until then.
As I expected, Hisui says everything with an expressionless face. But even if she tells me to relax, just how I'm supposed to do that here? The clock says it's 6 o'clock. Usually I'll be watching TV in the sitting room around this time, but I have serious doubts as to whether there's such a thing in a mansion. Hisui, I know it's kind of a trivial thing to ask, but is there a television in this mansion?
A television?
His sweet eyes narrow slightly. I know I'm the one to ask, but this is really a stupid question. I feel there's something wrong about asking about the presence of a TV in a luxurious mansion like this. Hisui makes a rare troubled face and stares off into space.
There is no television in the sitting room. Some of the visitors didn't make use of it but when they departed, they packed it up their luggage and took it back with them. So I do not believe there are any remaining.
Hold on. Visitors? Like who? For how long?
Relatives. The eldest son of the Kuyami-sama from a branch of the family. Tsusaki-sama, the third daughter and her fiancé. And Kishi-sama, the eldest son, came to stay for close to 3 years.
3 years, huh? Hisui, that's what you call freeloaders, not visitors. Hisui does not reply. No matter the kind of people these freeloaders were, it seems that servants can't say anything bad about them. Well, at any rate, it seems like those relatives have taken back their luggage with them. My old man hated the products of modern culture, thinking them all vulgar. There was no way he would ever watch a TV. I, who have been educated by him for the last 8 years, will probably be the same. Well, it's not like I'll die without one. He's silent. Like a perfect example for a servant, he sees nothing unless it's being asked a direct question. This is of course kind of depressing for me. I want to make that expression face break into a smile somehow, but that makes it impossible with just an old-fashioned, half-hearted effort. Well, it's not her route, so you're safe for now. Though you kind of see her breaks sometimes in the routes. I don't think this one you'll probably see. Oh, there was a library in the first player of the West Wing, wasn't there? Maybe I'll go find something to read when I have some free time. Izzy does not reply. She stands there in the doorway. I can't even tell where she's looking. Hisui? Izzy doesn't say a word. Suddenly she looks straight at me.
I believe there's one in Nissan's room.
Huh? No deal? What she's talking about? There's one of what?
A television. I remember seeing one in Nissan's room.
Hisui says as if remembering something from many years ago. Hold on. Nissan? Don't tell me you're talking about Kohaku-san.
Yes. Right now, the only people working on the mansion are Nissan and I.
Now that she mentions it, they do look like alike. I just couldn't connect the accessories because Kohaku-san is always smiling so warmly, and Hisui is always expressionless. I see. Kohaku-san does look like the type of person who watches those variety shows. But I bulk going to Kohaku-san's room to tell her, let me go watch your TV. I have to go watch that, and it's gonna be freaking cringe. So I just forget I ever ask. After all, I'll be living here for now, so I got to follow the rules of the mansion. God knows what kind of sort of cynical comment I'll get before if I start watching television. It seems I'll lead a scholarly student life to fit a member of the tone film from now on.
Alright, I'll be in my room.
Alright, I'll be in my room to dinner, so come and call me once time. You got other things to do, don't you, Hisui? Hisui nods in assent and turns around. Silently opening the door, she leaves the room. On my throat. Dinner takes place with Aika and I being face to face. I guess it's natural here as Hisui and Kohaku-san does not eat with us, staying behind us to tend to our needs. I thought it would be natural if all four of us ate together, so you can say I'm caught off guard by this unexpectedly tense dinner. I should mention at this point that I have totally forgotten anything related to table manners by now. Well, I do remember little pieces, but so it's not like I'm completely amateur. But humans tend to pack away unused memories into the corners of the mind. The tension was actually quite thrilling. Every one of my movements caused Aika to raise an eyebrow. Well, that's an interesting thought. Probably in the remake, they'll probably like do a drawing of it of the dining room, because the dining room is not even drawn, or even there's not even a picture in this one, in any of them. I think there's a picture in the kitchen, there is, but the dining room, I don't think so. Because we never went to the kitchen before that. That's probably the only reason why we haven't seen it. When I think about it, I have to go through this every day, though it's really depressing. Finishing dinner, I return to my room. It's just only past 8 at night. It's too early to sleep, so what should I do? Okay. Probably do this. Okay. Tomorrow, go watch TV, go hug his answer. I go to his room and talk with Aika. When I get to the same room, Aika is relaxing there alone. There's no sign of Kohaku-san or Hisui. There are 2 teacups on the table, and Aika is using one of them.
Oh? Do you drink tea after meals too, Nei-san?
Oh, no, nothing like that. I just thought I'd come here and talk to you. My expression tells her, I'll go away if I'm bothering you.
Then please sit down. Is tea alright for you?
Sure. I'll have anything that's nice. I actually prefer Japanese tea, but I'll keep that bit of selfishness to myself. Aika takes a teapot and pours transparent red tea into another teacup. Thank you. I sit on the sofa and raise my teacup to my mouth. Before my eyes is cool and collect Aika, and it makes me uneasy. I come to talk to her, but to be honest, I really don't know what to say now that she's in front of me.
Nei-san, you're very quiet. Didn't you come to talk to me?
Aika stares. The atmosphere is not so much of a younger sister, but more like That unfamiliar young lady is not the one in which I could speak freely. Well, I was just wondering. What have you been doing for the past 8 years?
It goes without saying. With Nissan not around, father's attention turned solely on me. To me.
Aika glares in complaint. It seems that the last 8 years are a taboo subject.
And what about you? What have you been doing for the 8 years? I sent you many letters, but didn't receive a single reply.
I choke involuntarily. Certainly Aika sent many letters, but I never replied. I was a poor correspondent, but above my heart I want to serve all links with the Total Mansion, and made me reluctant to write to Aika.
Well, don't worry about the letters. Even if you had answered, I'm sure father would have never allowed the replies into the house. More importantly, how do you feel returning to the mansion for the first time in 8 years? It has changed very little, though there was some restoration work done.
Despite Aika's words, the mansion still feels completely unknown to me. 8 years ago, I was just a child. Even if I remember the mansion a little, I feel like I'm in someone else's house, and it's very unsettling.
Nei-san?
No, I was just lost in thought for a moment. You say this mansion has changed very little, but it's pretty unsettling for me. Though the sitting room and lobby is kind of familiar, I can't really remember the corridor nor my room.
Really, I guess 8 years is a long time.
I guess that's it. It's like half my life so far. I can't really expect to have clear memories. Well, it's been 8 years. It doesn't feel right, but I think I'll get used to it. I'll be thankful you overlooked my poor manners for a while. For a while. Oh, I love this.
Please don't be ridiculous. I can hardly look for any more lamentably upon Nei-san's manners than I do already.
But that was close. I almost sprayed tea. Tea I was drinking. At supper, Aika sent me into a cold sweat after all I did was use the wrong knife. I see. You were being lenient back then.
Yes, I'm making consciousness appropriate to your abilities.
Yeah, I think Aika's voices that I have is like my most favorite one that I've done so far. And also Roa's voice. I like. I don't know if she used Shiki's voice when she does appear, because or Ro appear. I don't know. I forget. Her uses the same voice, because that's probably not how Shiki looks like. Probably.
Nei-san has been brought by the Armos after all. As Aunt Keiko comes from the branch family, a certain amount of lazy fare was permitted, and you were spoiled, Nei-san. The result is the supper we had a while ago. Well, it can't be helped, can't it?
Well, it can't be helped, can we? We never thought I'll be returning here.
Is that so? You don't sound like you didn't want to return, Nei-san.
Don't be stupid. It's not like that. I may have my doubts, but I couldn't have leave you alone here, could I? What kind of brother will I be then?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the reason I returned. If it weren't for Aika, I would have never returned. Since I heard nothing for 8 years, I also wondered whether you'd be alright on your own. Came back to the manager because I was worried about you. Looking a little off to the side, I put my honest feelings into words.
Well,
But I guess I was just worrying for nothing. The past 8 years, you seem to have grown strong. I'm relieved, but a little disappointed. A bit is it's too little. Since I only had an image of a calm Aika back then when she was small, the sharp Aika right now seems like a different person.
Really? I'm sorry I didn't meet Nei-san's expectations.
Aika eyes are scary. Crap, I think I may have said too much again.
Well then, Nei-san, how's the life at Arma's residence?
I guess as still a refraining expression. I feel like I'm under thorough pressure even though I'm talking to my younger sister. Yeah, you can kind of see her tsundere personality bleeding out. It's quite nice, isn't it? You'll find soon enough why I like her as a character. Right now, you cannot see it. You only see her soon personality. You eventually see her dairy personality. Just wait. When the route progresses.
Nei-san, did you hear what I said?
I heard. Life at Armas, right? It was normal. There was no real problems. It seems it was more suited for me living there too.
That's not what I meant. How was your health? I've heard you collapsed a lot from your chronomania.
Oh yeah, I did about a year after I left the hospital, but I'm okay now. I only have problems occasionally about once a month. I'm certainly not frail enough to be worried about. Bluffing, I straightened my chest. With its scar, I got nods in a serious accent.
But Nei-san, you also started wearing glasses. After going to the hospital, did your eyesight fail also?
I see. Aga doesn't know I wear glasses or why I wear them. I can't just explain the lines along which things break or that they don't appear when I wear glasses. Oh, it's nothing. My eyes became a little strange after the accident. But it's not like my eyes had gone bad, so it's not really a serious problem.
Really? I was surprised when I saw you a while ago. I didn't know you started wearing glasses, Nei-san.
Really? You seemed pretty calm back then.
Of course. I was meeting you for the first time in 8 years. I couldn't let you see me acting strange.
Aga brow creases subtly.
Aiga-sama, the bath is ready. What should I do? Really? Thank you, Kohaku. I'll go there. I'll go there soon ahead. Is that alright? After all, you're relaxing with Shigi-sama. Shigi-sama might run away, but the bath won't. Please relax a little longer. It's fine. We weren't talking about anything important anyways.
Aiga stands and walks past Kohaku into the lobby. Kohaku-san follows Aiga. Left alone in the sitting room, I finished the tea. Aiga and Kohaku-san seem to be heading to the bath. So I guess I'll go back to my room. Hang on. Aiga and Kohaku-san aren't going to take a bath together, are they? No, I bet they are. I mean, Kohaku will be washing her back. Of course, with another girl, there's no problem, but... Oh, I love this. I love this thing.
Well, you are free to imagine whatever you wish, Nei-san, but...
Aiga returns with amazing timing.
Don't force you. He's free to do stupid things. Unlike Kohaku, she doesn't really get jokes.
Aiga looks accusing as if she sees my thoughts. I would thought the same. I feel the same way, bro. Same way. I'm surprised. Maybe this match has some listening devices. Wait, what are you doing back here? Where you're going to take a bath with Kohaku-san?
I forgot to tell you something about the bath. Nei-san, the large bathroom used a long time ago isn't used anymore. It'll be too much for Hisui and Kohaku to take care of, so it's been closed up.
Large bathroom? Was there such a place? I splutter a bit. Unable to remember, I make a doubtful face. Aiga brows knit terribly.
The bath in the courtyard. You don't even remember that?
Well, now that you mention it, I guess there was such a thing? But this is a European style mansion. Isn't such a thing a little out of place?
Father have liked Japanese style architecture. That's why the detached building in Japanese style as well. Anyway, if you want to have a bath, please use your own. The second bathroom behind the lobby is yours, Ne-san.
With that, Aiga leaves. Alright. With Aiga gone, there's no point in staying in the same room. I'll have a bath too. Return to my room. When I return to my room, my bed has been made. I guess Hisui did it when I was gone. I'm glad she did, but it's really more than I deserve. I scratched my cheek. Then,
Are you there, Shiki-sama?
I hear Hisui's voice along with a knock on the door. At the door. Yeah, I'm here. Come in.
Excuse me. Good evening. Thanks
Thanks for making my bed, Hisui. You quietly nods in acceptance. Ugh. Just as I thought, I'm not used to this. Is there anything else you want to tell me?
No, there's nothing for me, but Aiga has instructed me to answer any questions you may have.
Excuse me. I thought I was going to hiccup for a second. I see. There are many things I want to ask, but I'll probably get to know them as soon as I continue to live here. Yeah. What I want to know right now is before I sleep is it true that the curfew here is 7?
Yes. The main gate is locked at 7, and all the entrances to the mansion are locked at 8.
It's also a rule that one must not go walking around in the mansion after 10. No, you can walk. Right, okay. Okay, that's him saying it. I was like, I thought it was Hisui. I was like, what? Now you walking around the mansion? Well, I got no complaint with that, but isn't that kind of harsh? I and I aren't children, so I don't think you have to go that far.
Indeed. It's a rule, however, so please abide by it. You are aware of the recent disturbances at night, are you not, Shiki-sama?
Yeah, that vampire thing Ariko was talking about. Well, as long as something like that is happening, I guess it's better to be safe than sorry. What else? Oh, do you mind if I ask you an off-topic question?
Yes, what is it?
I'd like to know what kind of work you and the Kohaku-san do around here.
I'm here to serve your needs. My sister is to serve Lady Aiga-sama. In our spare time, we do maintenance chores around the mansion. There's anything more you'd like to know?
To serve, so that's why this was after all. Okay, wait, what? Okay, so that's what it is after all. Sounds a bit weird. So that's it. That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay, that's it, right? Okay. My shoulders suddenly feel heavier. It seemed completely natural to Aiko when she said it, but I'm nothing more than a normal high school student. I have no interest in having a girl close to my age serving me, at least for now. By serving me, you mean a personal servant?
Yes. Please do not hesitate to give me any instructions.
Well, I get it. Going by how Aiko was talking about you, it doesn't seem like I can dismiss you. So I'll just let you serve me.
Is there anything in particular you would like?
Nothing in particular, but can you stop calling me Shigi-sama? To be honest, I get chills down my back when I hear it.
But Shigi-sama, you are my master.
But that's what I'm saying I hate. I've been living a normal life up to now yesterday. I have no desire to start living a life where a girl my age addresses me with Sama.
I see.
His response was less than enthusiastic. Just call me Shiki and exchange, I'll call you Hisui. So let's do that away with the formalities and be more casual with each other. So expression, Hisui lowers her eyebrow as if being troubled.
But you are my employer.
It's not like I'm hiring you. You're the one doing things I can't, so you're the great one.
I see. Hisui gives
another unenthusiastic reply. It looks like I won't be able to talk her into it. It's like into it. in just one day. Anyhow, how is it is? That's how it is. Don't be formal towards me. I'll be grateful you tell that to your sister Kuhaku-san too.
Very well, as you say, Shiki-sama.
Especially when Susan bows her head. Oh, she says sama. That is like funny. It's like, even like in the other routes, it's like, nope. She keeps saying sama, 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 sama. She completely failed to understand.
I'll be leaving now. Please rest for tonight.
Bowing, she puts her hand on the doorknob. Oh, I forgot to ask something. And hold on for a second. Running towards the door, I put my hand on Hisui's shoulder before she leaves. And isn't where your arm pushes away my arm in incredible momentum. With a whack, she slaps my hand and leads back. Yeah, like the only thing I don't like about the old art style is like you get like these weird arching things like this. The arms look always very weird, very unnatural. Okay, this is the only natural one that looks like. It's so sudden that the only thing I can say is very expressionless, but she glares at me fiercely. Did somebody wrong? Okay, that is just adorable. That blush. Beautiful.
I'm very sorry.
You see, this voice sounds very nervous.
I'm not used to being touched. Please forgive me.
His shoulders are faintly trembling. I feel like I just did something really terrible. Yeah, I'm sorry. My back's starting to hurt a bit. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize without thinking. I don't understand why myself. I feel sorry for Hisui, and I lower my head. Hisui says nothing. I get the feeling her stare is calm again.
You have nothing to apologize for, Shiki-sama. I am the one to blame.
No, well, maybe, but I scratch my head. Hisui stares at me, pausing only to blink for a second.
What was it you want to ask me, Shiki-sama?
That's right. I was up Hisui because I want to ask her something. Oh, I want to ask her about Aika. Doesn't she go to a boarding school?
That was during middle school, Shiki-sama. From this year onwards, Aika-sama has special permission to attend school from home.
You mean she goes to school from here?
Yes, but it's uncommon for her to come home before dusk like today. Aika-sama has practice up until dinner, so she's always home before 7.
Practice what?
Today is Thursday. She will have violin practice. Usually she'll be able to return on weekends. So if you have something to say to Aika-sama, please let Nei-san know after dinner.
He bows to say goodbye and leaves the room. Violin practice? What on earth is that? She knows some upper class lady or something. Why would she have to do something as bothersome as, oh wait, she's an upper class lady? And what? That just confuses me. It's like, okay, I know people who take violin classes and they're not even upper class, middle class. They're just average middle class people. It's like, I don't get that. Is this a Japanese thing that I do not understand? Probably, I don't really understand this. Because my sister took guitar classes when she was younger. Yes, come to think of it, my sister told Aika is a natural born upper class lady. In my memory, she was always being every uneasy sister, constantly following me around. As a child, she was always quiet, never having the courage to express her own desires. She was a frail girl who could always live in fear of scolding from our father. Yeah, people really do change after 8 years. After 8 years, I become the me I am now. Aika has become the person she is right now too. 8 years is a long time. It's half our lives up to now. I was absent from this mansion during the vow period where a child becomes an adult. I'm sorry, Aika. I think things would have been better if I'd been with her during those 8 years. I'll only mumble an apology. Okay, this is... Left by myself, I lie on bed. This house, from 8 years ago. I've lived right there from 8 years ago. Feels like a little like they belong to someone else. I wonder what's going to happen to me now. Grumbling to no one. I fall asleep. Okay, I think this is where I have the choice, right? This is probably the only time I'll ever do that sound, because Nero is going up this rope. I hear the wave-like sound of someone's voice. Something is howling. It's too sharp and high-pitched to be a stray dog. It echoes in my eardrums. Is it howling at the moon? This doesn't feel right. The beastly howl is beginning to give me a headache. It doesn't stop. Just shut up already. I wake up. I can hear the sounds of a dog barking outside the window. The clock indicates it's just past 11. This is more than just a neighborhood nuisance. Damn, I can't sleep like this. The dog hollowing comes from near the mansion's fence. It doesn't seem like I can go back to sleep at this rate. Go check out. Go to sleep. Now we're in the near side route now. No going back now. The howling continues. There's no way I can sleep like this. I can't sleep, but that's just normal. I'm sleepy, so I'll pass. Putting the sheets over me, I stretch out of my bed. I can just think of howling at the sound of something mundane, cars driven by the street. Today's been a very long day. I'm mentally tired from eating dinner. This unfamiliar mansion, my conversation with Ike and everyone else. After all, the howling is just a background noise. I close my eyes and gently fall asleep. I think I heard something. Half awake, I look at the clock. It's just past 2. It's been 2 hours since I heard dogs. Okay, I heard shot here. Now I'll continue. It's been 2 hours since dogs hollowing. The dog's howling has been already stopped. The mansion is so quiet, I hear the clock ticking. It's silence. I thought I saw 1 hour. It's not. Yeah, this is 1 hour. It's not the first time I've done it. I hear it again. Inside the mansion from the lobby. Could it be a burglar? It's not impossible. The mansion contents are outrageously valuable. Top of that, with no one here, just except Kohagu-san, he's sweet. I myself is very insecure. Getting out of bed, I slip out of my room quietly. If it's a burglar icon, everyone will be in danger, so I can't let this one go. I look down the second floor into the lobby. There should be safe enough. There's nothing wrong there. No, someone's there. The figure enters from the entrance and crosses the lobby. Wobbling is Aika? She's not going to her room, but the second floor, but the first floor to the west wing. The only thing with her Kohagu-san and my old man's room. What is she doing this time of night? I can remember all at once, but I won't make any answers. After gazing at the lobby for a while, I decided to return to my room. Well, she probably had something to do, or went to see Kohagu-san. I feel bad about sitting around and watching her, and I don't want to just ask her everything she does. Sleep, sleep. There's school tomorrow. I buried myself in bed and closed my eyes. As I fall asleep, my thoughts keep returning over and over to Aika's hollow-eyed figure in the lobby, and how something seemed wrong. Okay, so this is where we end. So, wow, almost like an hour, almost like, oh, phew. Wait, you probably would. Okay, so we'll next time with chapter 2. See you next time. I'm Bye.